basically we come here, we're trying to close 3 deals. We probably will have 4, maybe 5 meetings that we're trying to set. With the deals, just figuring out what's your comfortable range. Like, what do you want in terms of the amount coming out of those deals? So, because we're positioning you as you're the content guy, right? You will do what you do with your agency. But then we're also layering in, okay, I'm coming in, doing the brand strategy shit for them to help them figure out what it looks like to launch on YouTube. That's literally the play we're going to do with all these people.
Right.
And they're going to need a content agency like yourself to come in and record the content, chop it up, do whatever you got to do, basically what you do at the restaurants in Boston. So I got to figure out a good price range that works for you so I can then layer on top of how much I'll make with them on top of to make it make sense for them.
Right.
And you're saying $5K across the board for 3 deals.
Yeah. Because what I'm thinking is, what I was saying before we even mic this shit up was the fact that if dudes are basically starting from the bottom again. You feel me? Like, because if you're going into a new territory, you're starting at ground zero. So if I come out the gate guns blazing, there's no problem with that, sure. But we're actually looking to close. So I'd rather take a hit financially, maybe set it at $1,750 to $2,000, depending on their budget. Again, we don't want to scare them away because it's a new territory. So you want to grab it. So if they say like 800, nigga, I'm gonna scoop it for what? For what? A month or 2, 3 months? Feel me? And then we figure it out on the back end however we split it, right?
Yeah, with the new brand guy that owns the hotels, he has a bigger budget to play with. So we can nail whatever you want with that. Like, he has the money. He's good. We just got to make it make sense for him. For the men's lounge, it's newer, so I'm assuming their budget will be less. So the way I'll position myself is I'm just the that you'll probably be shooting at that place.
Right.
So it's not expensive for them, and you can charge whatever you want.
Right.
Basically, you make like 95% of everything, right? So
right.
We just do it. And then for like the restaurants and shit, that's basically going to be you, like whatever. And so that restaurant said that their budget was $800, but I know it's more because it's a multi-million-dollar restaurant. They just don't know the value of social media. So I have to basically do better than the last dude that came in and priced himself out because he didn't explain the services very well.
Right. Yeah. Even if I use them as like the baseline packaging.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, if you put them at the smallest amount there is, like, and I think one of the lowest accounts I got right now is like $350 a week. That's the lowest. But you don't want to, like, at least in a new territory, I don't want to come out guns blazing. You just want a soft launch, grab what you could grab, get in, just like you said, just get in, and then go hard with the. Right. Because if I could close you, get you in for like a year, 2 years, I'm wavy. I'm good to go. And then I'll up the price gradually. And then worse, they're going to need website. They're going to need ads. They're going to need Facebook. They're going to need all of this. And then you just upsell. So, yeah, bro. It'll be dope. Yeah, I'm thinking like $1,250 for that restaurant just to get them kicked open. If they say their budget, like I'll ask them their budget for real. You already met the owner, right?
For who?
The restaurant.
Yeah. Well, we met the general manager. She's in charge of the money. And she's black. She's a black woman. She's dialed in, bro. Like, you talk to her.
Oh, fire. It's a black woman.
You don't play around, bro.
Fire.
Like, see, but that's the thing. I told Rev, I was like, bro, Dwight will be able to present this in such a very, like, concise way that there's no questions in her head. The last dude, he was scratching his head, like, fidgeting and, like, why the price was a certain amount. He didn't listen to their needs. Like, and she was basically pulled Rev aside. She was like, all right, I just want to talk to you. Like, I don't want to talk to this dude. Like,
right.
No.
Oh yeah, nah. If if y'all position me as the, yeah, nah. Once I'm in there, it's over. I just present it like how I always present to restaurants, anyways.
Yeah.
And then she'll tell me her budget, and if it's 800, closed, done deal.
Bro, it could be just coming in once a month if it's 800 or less.
Literally, I'd fly over.
Content.
It probably won't even be me, bro.
Exactly.
I'll send Luell. Yeah.
And then really it's just, then you just stack up. It could be a day of just shooting. If you wanted to come in person, we get 3 deals. It'll just be one day for those 3 deals.
3 deals. And I'm out.
Yeah.
Easy bread. Yeah, the basis for me was if I could get $17.50 out of each one at the bare minimum, I'm icy. Of course, that restaurant, like, they'll fluctuate. So, like, if we get $2,500 out of one and then $800 out of another, and then maybe $3,000 out of the higher budget, $3,500 maybe out of the higher budget ones, then yeah, I'm good. Because they fluctuate. Like, one of the biggest things that helped me over here was that niggas I didn't allow people to get priced out in the beginning. Like, I wanted to make 25 per to start because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And then somebody hit me with like 17.50. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll take it. And then you get your bearings. And then after I got the bearings, then it was like, all right, cool. Who's next? Oh, we want to do 27.50. All right, cool. And then somebody went to 3,500, and I was like, oh, bet.
Right.
And then guns blazing. So yeah, my mentor always said that. He was like, yo, don't leave money on the table. And niggas is not leaving no money on the table, bro. F that. You can recoup it somewhere else. We talk about this shit all the time. So yeah, bro. Got us excited. We could close that shit, and then even if the jump on board.
Oh, that's the next.
Nigga.
I didn't think about the yeah.
If he jump on.
Because he'll fire his marketing agency, which we don't know how much he's paying that marketing
I don't need to.
I want to know, because I want to know, like, because all the time, every time we talk to the employees, they're like, oh, well, our budget doesn't allow for us. I'm like, there's a reason why he's restricting his budget for y'all, because y'all don't know what you're doing. He's not about to just throw you money. Because, bro, like, they invested $33 million into that complex. So they have money. But he's restricting the budget clearly because he's testing to see who knows
what they talking about.
You know? So, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, because if we could do a play where we incorporate AI, we get text messages to go out, email lists to be made, and
there's more, because my whole play is helping all these people start YouTube channels. So I'm gonna pitch to him like, bro, I got 1 million views in 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
I can help you the same because you're the CEO. You need a personal brand. Started on YouTube. We'll get content of you driving the car, you talking about cars, everything, and then I'll pull you into it, and that's another revenue stream. Just for
literally.
He has money.
Right. So then cats could literally just be like, yo, you'll deal with the logistics of YouTube to then make sure the content's up to standard. I'll shoot the YouTube content, and then we'll figure out how to split and find ways to make the bread.
Guy that's in Croatia that'll cut the shit up, so you don't even have to cut up shorts. You just have to get the long
form.
And the
Wicked.
long form, like, I don't even know how often, but however often you want. But like, he has money. That's what I know. And I think someone has to shift his perspective on marketing, because I don't see social media. Like, I don't know him, but he's obsessed with cars, and he basically, the company's his baby.
Yeah.
He let go of it. He doesn't want to let people do their own thing. He wants to be the visionary. He wants to be the guy. Well, if you want to do that, you got to have a personal brand to drive traffic to what you have. So,
what does he gain? So, like, I always play devil's advocate right before I try to sign these people. What is he gaining from social media being a social presence?
Traffic.
Foot traffic?
Foot traffic to get more, because his goal is to get more memberships to his car shit. So not only is the car shit getting content, but now he's the personal brand that can drive traffic to that because he has rich friends. He has people who are going to watch him because he's obsessed with cars. He goes to Monaco all the time. He does all this cool shit that nobody knows about. So
also, he could be like a
face.
Right, you're a face. You almost turn into the figure, like the same shit that we trying to do. But he already has the infrastructure for shit to work.
It's like Gary V. That's basically, I want to turn him into the Gary V of cars.
Of cars, fire. Does he know about cars heavy?
Huh?
He knows about cars heavy.
Whole life.
Oh, bet. Bet.
Like